Your email list, it's one of your main business assets. An email list can get you instant traffic, and that's one of the main reasons you want to obtain one. You can promote your own product that you have, an affiliate offer, and it just helps you generate rapport within your niche market. Especially if you have an email list, you can promote as an affiliate offers for other big players in your niche market that have info products or that can send you traffic, and it creates an opportunity for you to have joint venture opportunities, which is absolutely huge for your long-term business success and your bottom line. You can do follow up and promote to this list after they leave your site, because what happens is, a lot of times it'll take multiple follow ups before people take the action you want. And that action could be joining your coaching club, signing up for your services, or actually signing up as a member and purchasing your product. So here are steps to building that email list up. You need that autoresponder software, a free giveaway offer or ethical bribe. You want to place that on a squeeze page or landing page, and we'll go over each of these steps in more detail. And then you want to send traffic to that squeeze page either through videos, articles, social media, paid traffic. A good rule of thumb is that whenever you set up an opt-in form or landing page that gets people to sign up for your list through an ethical bribe, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to send as much traffic as possible to that page, because that's kind of your main business asset that you're building. Even if you don't get the sale right away, if you can get that opt-in, that's oftentimes a very good thing for you. You can place it on the sidebar of your blog of website and use it to generate income for you as well. Here's an example of a landing page. This is an example landing page, and you can see here, this is basically a report. It says free report reveals how I rank my websites in under an hour and replicate it. And so this basically is telling people what they're going to get. They're going to get a free report, and you could use a simple page like this. And these types of pages, it's got like an image in the background, and it's something that a lot of people are more used to nowadays with their opt-in forms. And so you could put in an opt-in page similar to this and use that as an example. Here's another one. This is where a newer kind of opt-in form where when people click on get instant access, it pops up a small little window for people to put in their email address. And this one again is all about a case study. Free case study reveals how to build a successful first-class responsive email list in less than 30 days. You could also go about it with a different approach. Free case study reveals how to lose 15 pounds in a matter of 30 days, how to lose 15 pounds, how to go on 10 dates in less than 30 days, or how to improve your marriage in less than 30 days. Free case study reveals how to improve communication in your marriage in less than 30 days. Free case study reveals how to close more sales in less than 30 days. So you get an idea. You could use this as an example. Here's another kind of landing page. This one is a more generic squeeze page using a white background. It's very basic. And this is where these are the squeeze pages that you would set up. These are the types of landing pages that you would want to create where people put in, you basically give people a benefit or a reason to opt in for what you have to offer. Notice the other ones were offering like a free report or a case study. This one here is offering like a video training product, and it says free insider video reveals how to generate massive video traffic and exposure using YouTube. You could also say free insider video reveals how to lose weight. Free insider video reveals how to take 5 strokes off at the golf course. Free insider video reveals how to set up the perfect model train set. Free insider reveals where to find the best products to drop ship for your e-commerce store. Whatever niche market you have chosen to pursue, you could actually set up a landing page similar to this one using a free software called Composer, and just using the white background and clicking around on there to actually create this. If you can watch this video, then you have the technical skills needed to create a page just like this one you're looking at. And this is a great page. It's simple, it converts, and it's something that you could leverage as well. So one of the key things is, as you're going along, another way that you can capture emails is beyond just having a landing page or a squeeze page like I just demonstrated to you. And just to point out, the reason they call this a squeeze page, it's basically a glorified landing page, and it's called a squeeze page because it basically is squeezing the information out of people. It could be an email, it could be the name and email, or in some business cases it could be your name, email, phone number, address, the whole 9 yards. A lot of times you just want to start with the name and email, email, get the other stuff later, because that may discourage people. But that's what a squeeze page is. And it basically gives people two options. They either put in their name and email and get the free offer, or they leave. And so generally a page like this, you want to see conversions between 40% and all the way up to 75%. And there are some instances where some squeeze pages convert at 80%. Sometimes they go down to 30%. But it's all about optimizing that conversion rate so you're getting a bulk of the people that land on those pages. Now, again, another way to capture emails is through having like a join now button. If you have a forum, or you've decided to create a forum in your niche, or you decided to create a blog and you have an opt-in form, that's another way you can generate people's information and actually follow up with them at a later date as well. So these kind of forms, they're not going to obviously perform as best as an individual landing page, but they do well because these are websites where people are frequenting, and if you get enough visitors, you're going to get enough people to sign in and opt in for their free reports. So you'll notice here's another example. As people are on this blog here, up pops a pop-up window that says get your free report. This is a golf product called How to Break 80, and this is all about, get a free report, how to drop 7 shots in 7 days. Download Jack Morehouse's popular report read by over 50,000 golfers, and then put in your name and email. So this is just a simple pop-up that shows up here. You can also see on this golf blog here, they also have the Break 80 newsletter. And this is basically just a picture is all it is with the opt-in form below. It's an e-cover graphic. It's a picture of the product with an opt-in form below. And this kind of business is all about building up building up your business by building up your email list and your email following. It's an absolutely, essential way, and it's a great way to go about growing your online business. So here are list building steps, and I want to show you in this bottom right hand corner just so you understand the traffic element. That blue arrow there, that's going to equal a traffic source, and so I have a picture of one of those landing page examples or a squeeze page, and if you envision this, it's going to make a lot more sense for you, which is why I put the effort into making this. And I wanted to demonstrate for you that every one of these is a traffic source, and so what you want to do is have as many different traffic sources coming in. It could be everything from banner ads to videos to articles to end of your blog post content to infographics, paid traffic, Facebook ads, Facebook posts, social media, all the different types of traffic, podcast as well, where you can get people that listen to your podcast to convert over to this. You want to get as many different traffic sources funneling people to your opt-in page. And the reason you want to funnel them there is because you're going to get much higher conversion there than if they go right to your blog and maybe go to, maybe you have like a 5 to 10% chance they may opt in on the right hand side of your blog, or maybe 20% depending on it. Now, if they landed on one of these pages, they might have a 40 to 60% chance of opting in, which basically doubles and triples or more, sometimes 4 times even, the impact. So it basically quadruples at times the possibility that you're going to generate subscribers. So you want to funnel all your traffic to a landing page. And so here again are the steps: autoresponder software, free giveaway offer or ethical bribe, place that form on a squeeze page, and then send that traffic to the squeeze page. And then get it on a link onto get a link to it on like business cards as well. Any offline marketing you do, also that would also go in as a traffic source. So envision this picture here, and we already talked about the basics of list building steps, and I'm going to go in again. I just wanted to refresh your mind. Autoresponder software, free giveaway offer or ethical bribe, place the form on a squeeze page known as a landing page, send traffic to that squeeze page, everything from product launches, paid traffic through Facebook ads, pay-per-click, media buys, and you get the idea. But each one of these blue arrows, even a form on your sidebar or a link on your business cards, each one of these blue arrows is a traffic source that's sending people to opt into your list. If you've focused very, very hard on list building, you're going to be very happy with the payoff at the end of the day. So here's some basics for autoresponder software. Aweber.com, it's a popular autoresponder used by many businesses online. There's many different niche markets that use this software. So everything from professional legal type services like lawyer offices and everything, to small brick and mortar businesses, to people in the internet marketing space, the weight loss space, people selling model trains, people with lists on how to make better looking cupcakes. So all kinds of niche markets use Aweber. It's an easy to use interface with a reliable deliverability. and it has been around for a very long time. It's probably one of the more recognized autoresponder softwares out there. They also have quality customer support and do a good job with an affordable monthly fee, especially a great starting fee as well. There is click tracking and analytics, so you know every time you send an email, how many people opened that email, how many people clicked on the email, and how many people went through your content. GetResponse.com is another great autoresponder software. Again, similar to Aweber, it's easy. It's a very simple, easy to use software, point and click, web-based interface, so you can log in on a Mac or a PC, anywhere where you can get an internet connection. Even at a coffee shop, you could actually send an email to your list and make money. And it really comes down to preferences here, and you could compare prices if you want as well, and you could basically try out both systems to see what fits you best. I believe both of them now offer a free trial, so you could do a trial on each, see which one you prefer. It really is a preference thing. I can't say. I actually personally use both. I have an Aweber account and a GetResponse account, and so it's really just one of those things where it's up to you to decide once you test it out. And they also have the click tracking and analytics. Here's another one. This one's a little more complicated for those starting out. It is a simple to use software, but it's called RapidMailer, which can be found at imscrapidmailer.com. It's an autoresponder service that you set up on your own server. So you're not paying a monthly fee. You buy the software for a one-time fee of, I believe, 47 or 67, but there is no monthly fees. It does also offer unrestricted importing of leads. And so Aweber and GetResponse, they actually don't allow you to import leads that maybe you've acquired through other means or that you've purchased. And you want to be careful about purchasing leads, but there are instances where it would make sense to make it easy on you to import certain leads. And so these tools make it easy. They offer click tracking as well. And it's actually great for a backup mailer, especially because it's a one-time fee, but you do need to upload it to a server that you can use. And it integrates with services like SendGrid, which is basically a pay-as-you-go service, which is a reliable deliverability service that some of the largest companies use. And they offer a pay-as-you-go service. So if you're sending per email you send, you pay them a very minuscule amount. It might be 0.001 cent or 0.002. Now the one thing to keep in mind though is it does add up. Whereas Aweber and GetResponse, they just charge you a flat monthly fee. These other sources like SendGrid and them, they'll charge you per email. So you do want to kind of monitor it, make sure it's getting a good return for you. But RapidMailer is a good autoresponder software that you don't need to set up. Emailjeet, it's similar to RapidMailer. It's another one that recently came out. You can set it up on your own server, unrestricted importing of leads. It's a one-time fee. And then another one known is arpreach.com. It's known as Autoresponse Plus, and it's a server-side email software as well, just like RapidMailer and Emailjeet. Server side meaning it runs off your own email server. Now for these to work well, you could also set up your own hosting account that is a dedicated email provider. Like for ARPReach, you could use a service called HitDirect, and it's also a email hosting type service. It's basically what you would need is you actually need a dedicated server in order to make a software like this work effectively, because if you're going to try and use it on a shared web host like Bluehost or HostGator, they're going to come in there and they're going to shut you down, and because you're sending too much, using too many resources on there, and it's going to harm other users on there. So if you are going to do it on like a shared host, be very cautious, and then I would use a service like SendGrid to get those delivered. But it is very possible that you could get a dedicated server as well that you could send from. ARPReach has got the longest history of all the server-side softwares, unrestricted importing of leads with email analytics, like how many opens you got. You could track clicks as well, and it's also a one-time fee. Another software for those really starting out. Now this is for those on a budget, but Listwire. It's an absolutely free autoresponder, quality service with good deliverability. Now there is an ad that runs at the bottom of emails. Now, that's up to you to decide if that's worth it. It's one of the ways that if having a monthly fee or actually having your own web host, your email server installed kind of makes you nervous and you're going to delay list building because of that, then I would look at Listwire. It's free, but there is going to be an ad that runs there. It is something that you're going to want to get out of there eventually, and you don't want to build too big of a list on Listwire because it may be difficult to move over. But once you see how viable list building is, you could move to these paid solutions. And it's good for new list builders as well that might be nervous about it and that don't want to pay a monthly fee. Now, again, it is free, so they do have a way that they make their money, and that's by on occasion they might have an ad run at the bottom of those emails. And of the emails that you send out, it might be an ad for their services as well at the bottom. Because again, it's a free service and they have to make their money somehow. MailChimp, it's similar to to Aweber and GetResponse. It's got a long history as well, and it's a monthly service provider with good tracking, and it's got a good track record. It's again one of those preference things. There are some people that swear by MailChimp, and there's other ones that absolutely abhor it and they don't like it. And so you just kind of got to decide which one works best for you, because you're going to get all kinds of different opinions, and my job here is to present you the options. Aweber, GetResponse, I will say, tend to be the most widely used, especially for people starting out, but these are additional options. Clear on down to ListWire, which is a free option for you. Now we're going to talk about your ethical bribe. So we're going to shift gears here and talk about your ethical bribe. People need a reason to join your list. It could be something like sign up for my newsletter. That's just a thing of the past. And that kind of stuff is old. It's outdated. A newsletter works. Newsletters work if the content is provided, but you need to give them a reason for signing up to your list. Like, what are they going to get from your newsletter? Are they going to get top 5 weight loss strategies of 2015? What are they going to find from that? So here's some ideas for your ethical bribe beyond just a newsletter, where you could actually give them some valuable content. It could be a free report. So we saw that in the landing page examples. It could be a case study. It could be simple results-driven training. It doesn't need to be long. It could be a short 7 to 10 page report, very short report that tells people a case study or that gives people simple results-driven training. This is the one exercise I do that increases my abs and makes my abs look amazing. This is the one exercise I do that makes my biceps look awesome in the mirror. This is the one exercise I do that helps me improve my golf swing and my golf performance. This is the one step I do to build my business quickly and efficiently. This is the one smoothie I drink every morning that gives me energy I need and the focus I need to be my best at work. So a simple results-driven training does really well with like a free report. In audio training, a simple audio training where you're using a microphone or talking into the microphone on your computer, or actually using a microphone that's built into your phone. And you could also do an interview with an expert. It could be a short interview, and you use that as your bribe to get people to sign up. And when we say ethical bribe, we mean a bribe that's good, and you're bribing people to join your email list, to sign up for it. Because no longer it's a thing of the past to just say sign up for my newsletter. That's what people used to say, or join my list, join my email list. People need a reason why. Coupon code or special offer, that could be another reason. Hey, sign up to my list and receive a coupon code. Instantly you get 10% off your next order. Put in your name and email. Instantly learn where to save money here. Sign up to my list here. Free membership, that's big. Join a free membership to my list building training, or get free membership access to my coaching club on how to lose weight and diet and exercise. You could also do like a webinar. Sign up for my free webinar. Join my list and get my free webinar. Get my recording as well. You could do a weekly tips newsletter where once a week you send out an email with weekly tips. That's a way you could use a newsletter. The benefits, again, provide benefits for why people should sign up to your list. How will their life be improved by signing up for your offer? If you can answer that question strategically with bullet points, or even just using, and you don't even need a whole list of bullet points as you saw from those examples I had, just a nice headline that says, case study reveals how to lose weight in 30 days. How to get rid of baby fat in 30 days or less. And so here's examples of the squeeze page again. Free case study reveals how to build a successful first-class responsive email list in less than 30 days. Free insider video reveals how to generate massive video and traffic using YouTube. And then that right there is a perfect example. These are great squeeze pages that convert well, and they are extremely high converting pages that you could leverage and use. So traffic generation, now that you have your opt-in form set up, you understand the process of having an ethical bribe. You need to have an ethical bribe, meaning an offer that people want to sign up for. You need to have a squeeze page or a landing page set up, and there is technical training that you could go through that will teach you how to set those up. But we'll go into traffic generation. Traffic is the key to growing your list. That involves blogging as well. So traffic is the key to growing your list. We'll start with blogging. And this is where traffic to your blog can be added to your email list. You can have it in the right hand side. You could have it at the end of each one of your blog posts. You could have pop-ups that show up as they come to your blog, like that How to Break 80 one that we were showing you. At the end of your blog post, you could invite people to sign up to your list. Content marketing is absolutely huge. This is where you could do article marketing and syndication to get content out there. Good quality, highly relevant content. Video marketing, where you actually create videos around your niche market. Create exercise videos. Create videos of you preparing food if that's a niche you're in. Create videos explaining ways and exercises and methods people can use to decrease their back pain or the issues they're suffering from. Videos showing people certain products that you've reviewed, herbal supplements that have helped you with certain ailments. You could do podcasting where you talk about the benefits of going into, with certain different products and using them. Doing a product launch. The product launch is great for building a list because it builds up your list of buyers. You get buyers' names and emails. You also would have an exit pop set up. So as you're getting all this traffic from affiliates, because once you have a product, you can get affiliates to promote for you. And you're actually getting these affiliates to promote, and then they're putting in their name and email, and people are actually signing up for your offer. Pop-ups, again, for people leaving your sales page, great way to build a list up. Paid advertisements, media buys, Facebook ads, those are huge ways to get traffic. There's a lot of traffic in media buys. Media buys are banner ads on quality relevant sites. If you are in the golf niche, it would make sense to go out to a golf magazine or a popular golf website like Golf Digest, or go out to another website that's big, a big blog in your space, or even a golf forum, and buy up a banner ad on their site, or offer to, exchange some way that you could get a banner ad purchased on these highly relevant websites. Facebook ads is another great source. Facebook is an absolutely amazing source for traffic that you do not want to be missing out on. And so Facebook ads is another avenue to pursue. Solo ads is another great way to build your email list. That's where you actually purchase email advertising from people in whatever niche market you're in. A lot of times this is more common in like the Forex and the stock trading and the internet marketing niche, but that's where you go up and you say, hey, I have an email, I have this free offer here that I think is relevant to your subscribers, and I would like to run an ad. How much would you, charge me to send an email to your list? What would the cost be? And you could also say, hey, I'm willing to pay 25 cents per click or 50 cents per click. And can you send me 500 clicks, or can you send me 300 clicks? And that's a great way to send them straight to a squeeze page. And you automatically, from one solo ad, let's say you do a 200 click solo ad, you could automatically right there get about, anywhere from 100 to 120 new subscribers that you could then promote to and get people to opt in. And if you get people to instantly purchase an affiliate offer, maybe you get a fraction of them to do that. You're kind of paying for the advertisement as you're building your list. Solo ads are great. You do need to be careful there because there are, sites, and that's where I would recommend, instead of going to the big social ad websites where people are actually doing like big social ads, like ad swap sites and those kind of things, what I would do, or safe dash swaps, that's another popular one, I would kind of steer clear of those, but I would actually go out to Ezine articles and find people in your niche market that have an email list, that look like they're building up an email list, and send them an email and say, hey, look, I would like to purchase a solo ad from you. And so these are all strategies you can employ to get traffic to build up your list. Next, we're going to talk all about product creation. We've talked about that as a viable income strategy, but I wanted to go into more detail for you so you could understand how to create your own product for your niche market. It's one of the fastest ways to break into a niche and profit. That's the reason that we've talked about it on the previous slides, and why we're going to cover it in just this video designated only to product creation. Your information product will establish you as the go-to expert in your market, and it's also going to give you exposure to hundreds of affiliates. So that means once you have an information product, you can recruit other people that have blogs, that have email lists, that have articles out there that are looking for products to promote within that niche market. You could do what's called a joint venture with them and have them send you traffic. Some of the quickest ways to get traffic and sales is to have affiliate driven traffic, meaning affiliates that have an email list that could send traffic for you to your particular offer. It's a great way to grow your email list extremely fast and allow you to profit quickly in your niche market. So what is an information product? It's a training course that can be watched, that would be a video, listened to in MP3 audio, or read, that would be in the case of like an ebook, or it's a combination of all three of these things. Typically, it's gone through on one's computer or mobile device. So it's something that they can digest on their own. It's a product that can be, digested digitally, meaning they don't have to print it out. They don't have to have a physical book. Sometimes it can be obviously like a regular book or a workbook or a DVD course or CD training, that kind of stuff. But most of the time, a training course is an info product is something that can be watched, listened, or read. Or again, it's a combination of all three. There's some courses that have some reading involved, like through an ebook. They have some audio training, and then they actually have some videos as well. Membership sites can also be included as info products. So if you have a membership site where people are actually paying you a monthly subscription for content, for recipes, for workout routines, for dating and relationship advice, for monthly webinars where maybe you get on a webinar and do coaching, that could be lumped under a information type product as well. Information products, they're also known as digital products, info products. Those are additional names. So as I talk about information products, just know that sometimes the name digital products will come out, or info products. Those are phrases maybe you've heard already. What you want to do with your information product is solve a problem for a group of people. This could be, for an example, parents having issues with potty training. There are real products out there, digital information products, that teach people how to teach their kids to potty train in 3 days or less, or teach their kids to potty train quickly. Let's say somebody's having problems with the ailments and you've chosen that as your niche market. You could do an ebook or a video course teaching people some natural cures. Writing an effective resume, you could do a training course based on that. People are having a problem where they can't get website traffic, so you could do a training all about that if that's something you're knowledgeable about. Help people improve an area of their lives, and that's what an information product is about: solving a problem or helping them improve an area of their life. So improve their money, improve how much money they save, how much money they make, how much money they invest, how much money they're making in their own business, how much traffic they're getting, which then will increase their bottom line. Help people improve with their relationships, with their golf score, get a better golf score so they're not embarrassed on the golf course anymore, or so they close more business deals on the golf course. Health, you can actually improve people's health, how they view themselves, their self-worth, those kinds of things. And again, many niches solve problems and actually improve an area of one's life at the same time. So for example, if we were to go into like the relationship niche, there are people that they may have the problem of keeping and sustaining relationships, and at the same time having a relationship that is sustainable, that lasts, that is mutually, fulfilling and beneficial and leads to, a long-term marriage. That would actually improve somebody's life in that example. Another case might be the money situation where people are having a hard time. They just got laid off from their job and they need additional income. And so therefore the money part comes in, where you could teach them how to build a business for themselves. Or there's somebody where, they're having a hard time writing an effective resume, and in turn that effective resume helps improve their life too, because they get that job they want and they get that self-respect back. And so these are ways where most information products in many different niche markets, they'll both solve a problem and improve in areas of one's life. And I'm telling you, one of the hottest niches has to do with money. If you can help people make money, save money, or make money, save money, you're going to be, you have a winning cause right there. People are all about saving money or making more money, and many niches rely on that as well. Product creation steps. Step 1 is decide what format you're creating your product in. A video course can be made into an MP3 and an ebook. Keep that in mind. So like this video course that I'm doing right now, with the software I use, it can easily be converted into an MP3 format, which means it automatically becomes an audio. And then you could also take this same training using my voice, and you could actually hire somebody to actually do what's called a transcript of what I'm saying, exactly what I'm saying, and they could convert that into an ebook pretty easily. You could also create your product outline. That would be step number 2. You want to create your product outline. You want to have 5 to 10 main topics or modules that you will cover. These are the basics of product creation. So 5 to 10 main topics or modules that you're going to cover. 5 subtopics that you can cover within each module. So good subtopics, and a bullet point for each subtopic so you kind of know what you're going to talk about for each one of those subtopics. Look at similar niche products on Amazon. Use the look inside feature to really get an idea as to what kinds of topics they're going over in their products. Look at the books and the DVDs as well. Look at the sales pages of other information products in the niche you're going after to see what kind of material they are covering as well. And to get an idea on these main topics that you want to cover, you can go out to the forums in your niche market, go where your audience is hanging out, find out what problems they have and what solutions they're seeking. Look at answer sites like AnswerBag or Yahoo Answers and look at those kinds of websites. Leverage private label rights material, or PLR material as it's sometimes referred to. Another phrase for it is white label licensed materials, meaning material that you could redo and make it your very own. And again, you want to be careful here. You don't want to just slap your name on any product, but you could add value to it. You could actually convert an ebook into a video, convert it into PowerPoint slides and make a video out of it. Again, use Yahoo Answers to get an idea of what people want. But creating your product outline after you've determined what your product's going to be about, that's the next step. And no matter what kind of product you're creating, ebook, MP3 audio course, or a video course, you're going to have the very same outline format that you're going to be using here. And again, view problems people are having in your niche. You're going to know what those are, especially if you're familiar with that niche. If you're not, it's going to take a little bit of research for you to become that expert on that market. Step 3, start creating your product. Use your outline that you've done. The reason I like starting with an outline is it makes the product creation process way simpler and it's very easy to do. Take it one topic at a time as you go down the list. Set small goals for yourself as you go throughout the product creation part. So don't try and do it all in one day. And eventually, as you get better at it, you might get to the point where you can create a product in a weekend or in a very short amount of time. But take it one topic at a time, one bullet point, one topic, and then one subtopic, and then just go on down the list and set small goals for yourself. Like, hey, we're going to go out to eat if I reach this goal, or I'm going to, do this, or this is my goal. I want to have the chapter number 1 finished by Saturday of this week, or whatever the case might be. You could use PowerPoints or OpenOffice Impress to create your product if you would like to, your info product. And then use a tool called Camtasia, which is what I'm using, or Screencast-O-Matic to actually record what is on your screen. And then I'm using what's called a Logitech USB headset. You can purchase that on Amazon. You could purchase it at your nearest Staples store, Best Buy, Walmart even carries them in the gaming section. They also carry that where people can, buy gaming headsets. Like if they're big gamers and they like to talk with the USB headsets, that's where you can find those. You could also use a tool, Microsoft Word, to create your ebook or report, or you could use OpenOffice Writer, which is another free software that works very similar to Microsoft Office. Use private label rights material to create your product. Outsource your product creation. So you could pay somebody to create your product for you. You could go out to freelancer.com and say, hey, here's my outline, and I would like somebody to create a video course in Camtasia for me based on this outline. You could go out to Odesk, Fiverr.com, and basically go out there for small pieces of the product creation on Fiverr, because those are going to be smaller gigs. So you could maybe get 2 or 3 pages written for your report, and then maybe find somebody else and have them write another spin on a topic and have a whole bunch of different viewpoints, and then you kind of work it together into a product. The best way to do it though would be to stick with the same outsourcer so it's not all jumbled together. But if you want to get some completely different writing styles and opinions, and then you kind of work it, massage it, make it your own, you could outsource through Fiverr, but it would take more of a time that way. I would rather go to Freelancer or Odesk to do that. You could also use Fiverr though to create like PowerPoint decks or slides like this and say, hey, I want you to take this article or this part of the ebook that somebody wrote and turn it into PowerPoint slides for me. What would you charge? You could actually go to Fiverr to create your small bonus reports that might complement your main package or your main product offer as well. Step number 5 would be to create your, the 5th step here, create your sales page or pitch page. Step number 4 was also doing the outsourcing part of things if you choose. Create your sales page or your pitch page. Your sales page is what you use to sell your product. You want to use the AIDA formula for good copywriting. And so the AIDA copywriter's model is basically attention. This is where you get your readers' attention when they first look at your sales copy. And you can look at the sales copy if you go to ClickBank and see what kind of other information products are selling in your niche. Look at how they're attracting people in. If it's a sales video or if it is a sales page, a sales letter, like a long form sales letter, then it's going to all use the AIDA formula. If it's going to be something that succeeds, it's going to grab people's attention, and this is where you get your readers' attention. It must first get their attention and cause them to want to read further. So this is where things like your headline would play into things. So your reader will be interested only in knowing, what's in it for me. Why should I invest my time in reading on? And that's why a good headline is so important. Actually, some copywriters will say they spend most of their time on the headline, because without a good headline, it's not going to suck in the people to read your content and get them to pay attention. Interest. This is where you gain your reader's interest. You must clasp the readers, grab their interest and showing them why he needs your product or service. You have to create a want for your product or service. They need to want it and desire it. Let the reader know how his or her life will become easier with your product. Make sure you're doing that within your sales copy. How is their life going to be improved by your training course? What is your product going to teach them that's going to help them be better at what they do? Show the reader what is missing by not even by basically, show them what is missing, in their life if they're not going to try your product. By them not trying out your product, they're going to be missing out on all these benefits from it. Gain your readers' interest by connecting with a story if you have it. Stories sell very, very well. Or you could find somebody with a story if you're in the common ailments niche, and maybe it's a niche or a product or a suffer that maybe you haven't had, but you've read stories about people online and you share that story and work it into your copy. That would be absolutely enormous, an enormous thing that you could end up doing. The next thing is, create your sales page or the pitch page. And then step 6 is set up your sales funnel. This is also very, very important. And the other two elements there, the desire part, that's absolutely huge. That goes, again, we're back here on step number 5. The desire, this is where you create desire. Tell the readers how exactly he or she will benefit from your product. Paint a picture in the reader's mind. Get them to realize how your product can benefit them. Generalities, they're less convincing. So specific details are far more believable. And here's an example of building up that desire. Within 3 weeks, you will have lost 15 pounds. Imagine the compliments pouring in from your spouse. Think how gorgeous you will look in that new swimsuit. So that would be a great example of being very specific, whereas just saying, hey, you could lose 15 pounds in 3 weeks. You could say, look, you're going to get more compliments, and look how gorgeous you're going to look if you follow these principles and lose that extra 15 pounds that you want to lose. And then again, the last part, final part of the AIDA formula when you're creating your sales copy for your product, for your niche product that you're selling, is the action. Solicit action. What do you want the reader to do next? Tell them the exact step you want them to take. Don't presume that your reader knows what to do next. The PS is, again, another component that another area that almost everybody reads. And so use your PS to emphasize your most compelling benefit or restate your guarantee. And don't forget the call to action, and use that once again to say, hey, purchase this product, invest in this now. It's a digital product, so even if it's 2 a.m., you're going to get access to this product now. That's where the AIDA formula works. And so you want to create what's called your pitch page or your sales page. You can go to ClickBank and go through their help section to get some ideas of pitch pages. You'll see a sales page as you look at other products in your market, and you can kind of model yours kind of after them. Obviously, don't copy anybody's sales page, but gives you an idea of what kind of sales page you're looking for. And you could do the AIDA copywriter's model to quickly create a sales letter. And it doesn't need to be extremely long, but it needs to be long enough to capture the people's attention, get them interested in what you have, build up that desire, and then get them to take action and basically spell out the guarantee that you're offering them. Step number 6 is to set up your sales funnel. An upsell is recommended, and I will say that because with an upsell, you're going to generate most of your revenue from an upsell. A lot of times, if you just have a front end offer, you're going to make some sales on the front end, obviously, but if you don't have another secondary offer, like an offer that's maybe bigger, or additional coaching or help or training or Q&A webinars or different ways to help them, then you're kind of missing out because you're leaving a lot of money on the table for you and your affiliates. It'll attract affiliates affiliates if you have more potential for income. Plus, it's going to help your bottom line as well. Are you going to offer long-term coaching? Are you going to offer, relevant affiliate offers from key partners? So you could find key affiliate partners and say, hey, if you promote my product, I will add your product on my download page. I will email your offer to my list if you'll promote for me. Step number 7 is to go about recruiting affiliates. ClickBank is great because you need a platform that tracks your sales that affiliates make, and ClickBank gives you that option. It has the marketplace listing on ClickBank, which will actually automatically bring JVs to you by default. They will find your listing in the ClickBank marketplace and come to you. You can actively contact current product creators within your niche market. Spend time getting in touch with them and letting them know about your product. Find list builders on eznearticles.com. So find people that are actively building an email list and recruit them to be your affiliate partner. Browse marketing forums. Leverage Facebook to find affiliates as well. So there's all sorts of ways that you can go out there, find people in your niche market. Use Twitter to contact people that have products in your niche and let them know about the offer that you have. Step number 8 is to launch your product. Get your download pages set up so you can deliver the material. Test your conversions, kind of understand how your product's converting. ClickBank provides analytics on traffic to sales. So they'll give you some basic analytics, like this is how many hops, they call them, how many times people, hopped through your link into your website. And then focus on recruiting JV partners for the long term. That's what you would do here in step number 8 after your product gets launched. And then drive all the traffic you can to your sales page and ultimately to your email list, and then send those people from your email list to your sales page to get them into your sales funnel. So the very next part of the process, we'll talk about blogging. It's a very important element for long-term sustainable niche businesses to have long-term traffic and get traffic that really builds up and allows you to build up rapport and respect in your industry and get more traffic.